David,
Hey,
take it away.
I am taking it away. Hi, guys. My name is David. I am the product owner, I guess you could say, for the amazing Prison Architect mobile version.
And I'm Philip. I'm covering for Graham, who's supposed to be here today, our community manager, working with Prison Architect on tablets. So please be nice to me. This is like my second time streaming.
You'll do just fine.
Thank you.
Yes. All right. So, first thing, we're at Paradox. We're super happy to have the opportunity to work together with Introversion, the original developers of the Prison Architect game. Right? They're such a cool bunch of guys. They've been in the industry for a very long time, and they've consistently done titles that sort of they feel Paradox.
Yeah.
Right? I think we had them over at PDXCon, and we spent quite a bit of time together just showing the game to press and to like all the PDXCon visitors. And it really comes through that they do the same. They have the same sort of game pillars
Yes.
that Paradox does, right?
Yeah.
It's deep games, high complexity, no focus on the shiny surface, but on like very deep systems under the hood, right?
Yeah.
And endless playing time.
Replayability.
Replayability.
So we just started with what you could say is the campaign mode in this game.
Yeah, back out, and we can show you how the main menu looks here, right? So this is sort of PC-ish. We have new game, load game, save game, so you can have multiple prisons going. So what you're seeing here on top, you have what we call the prison stories, right? They're basically a campaign mode, or they sort of work as an introduction as well, because they let you try out and use different areas of the game, right? We'll show you we'll play through one or two of them
As far as we can get, but it's
Yeah.
a really good way of getting to know the game.
Yeah, and it's also, I mean, the setting is kind of grim.
It is the first mission or the first chapter.
No
story.
no jumping
No
to
jumping,
the
right? Never mind.
conclusions.
No
I mean,
spoilers.
hopefully a lot of you have played it on PC, right? It's a great game. I can so strongly and warmly recommend it on PC. And just to make sure, the mobile version or the tablet version that you're seeing here, it's the same game as on PC, right? There's been no changes, no additions. There is no like taking out what's the heart of the Prison Architect and simplifying or dumbing it down. It's the same thing.
The only big difference is how you play the game. Like you use a touchpad instead of keyboard and mouse.
Yes,
Right.
and that was the challenge. I
Yeah.
mean, speaking with Introversion, the original developers, they had a version running quite some time ago, and they showed it to like Apple, and Apple said, "Well, you just ported the PC game, right?" And Introversion, yeah, and Apple says that won't work, right? So we had the good fortune of finding a great developer in Dundee, Scotland, called Tag Games, who are experts on doing good user interface and taking all the screens and all the buttons and all the menus and all the interactions and taking them from like mouse and keyboard over to a touch-based paradigm.
Yes.
so to
So
speak,
this
right?
is what you would call a full port in a good way.
Yes.
It's not taking a console game to a PC market.
No. It's like the absolute full functionality. Everything that's in the PC game is in here, and all the UI and all the buttons and the graphics is then tailored to the platform itself, right? So it feels pretty good.
Yes.
And there's also a console version out that a company called Double Fine did. That's that port, and that's also very good. They've really dug into and found, without removing any of the systems or simplifying it, they've kept the core gameplay, kept the full game there,
Yeah.
and just have this great great UI, and for that, that's like a gamepad experience. And here we've doubled down on the mobile experience.
Yes. So I'll do the building while you do the talking. Does that sound okay?
That's what's happening already,
Right.
isn't it?
Perfect.
Yeah, great. So what are you doing now? You're going through the first chapter.
Yes, so I'm taking it a bit slow for you guys to actually read what the CEO is saying to us, and we're just gonna see how long it takes for him to tell us what to do.
Yeah. So basically, as the game name implies, prison architect, you are the architect of a prison.
Yes.
You're supposed to build a prison, take care of the prisoners. Well, take care of. You choose how well you take care of them, right?
Yes.
But you need to feed them, and you actually need to build a shower, and you need to, right?
So what we're doing now is that we're supposed to build a execution chamber, and for that you need to start with the foundation, which is what I'm gonna do now. So you can choose between a brick foundation or a concrete foundation.
What's the cheapest? Because everything costs, right?
Yes, the brick is the cheapest, but I mean, if people are gonna die,
They're going
should
to
not be
die it
able
in
to-
style, in concrete, right? Okay.
I would rather say if they're about to die, they should not be able to escape the prison.
All right.
All right, so this guy is micromanaging us, which is, of course, a bit annoying if you have played the game a couple of times. But in the beginning, it's a really good way to get in the game.
Yeah. And here you also see, like, basically your workman is responsible for the construction of buildings. So there's a whole deep simulation going on where there's like resources and the little worker dudes running around building things. They need to be able to walk there to get there. You need to have the materials. The materials are delivered by a truck in another place. There's quite a lot of stuff going on. If things go slow, you can hire more workers, but then it'll cost more money, wages. So there's this management
Style of it, yeah.
Yeah.
And this is taking too much time. So
Yeah. Just fast forward.
this is how the prison looks right now. For some reason, they want to have an execution chamber. That's for us to build. But as David mentioned, you need to have all these kind of core features a prison need for people to survive.
Zoom in there into one of the cell blocks or something, right? So we see, right? So here we have, you can see the various cell blocks. Click on a dude. See if you can. No, you can't just.
Right, not yet.
Not yet.
Let's try and speed this up a bit. So we need to build an entrance, of course.
Right now we have a brick foundation,
Yes.
right? Concrete foundation.
Yeah, we do.
Luxury. Right, and here's one of the trickiest things that happened when we developed this together with Tag, is that with a mouse and keyboard you have a very, very high precision in where you place things, right? You place them correctly the first time.
The snapping tool it's really good.
Yeah, so now you can just plonk out that door and drag it to the right place. Right?
Yes.
And that's why you see this little green checkbox or the red cross, accept and or decline, or rotate for that matter. Because we spent quite a bit of time finding the best way to actually, have, what do you call it, high precision, I guess?
I would say so.
Being able to plunk down the things exactly where you want them, right?
And I mean, I played a couple of hours, and it's really intuitive to figure out how to do it.
Yeah, I see that. You press the thing that flashes.
I do. I'm just trying to like show you guys how easy it is to be told what to do in the beginning.
Yeah.
So this is nice. It's hard to show you guys without like having a camera on my hands, but it's super easy to.
Yeah.
Oh, now I missed.
Yeah, no, you missed. Yeah, zoom in a bit. That's also, it's the whole touch pinch to zoom thing. It really, really helps with just getting, finding your own level of well, how close you want to be to the building action.
And here you can see the guys taking stuff from the storage.
Having a
just
coffee, chilling out. It's just,
sort of.
yeah, you see the guards up there to the top right. They're just, chilling around.
They're making sure that no prisoners.
No prisoners are
try-
making phone calls.
That's true. No, but I mean, if I were a prisoner and someone was building an execution room, I would be quite upset and scared. I would riot the shit out of that. So they're protecting this sort of
It will happen.
construction.
Right, you can speed it up by to the top right. There's a clock, right? So you can speed it up to go a bit faster, if we just want to churn through
Yeah.
and get to the juicy, because there's a little cool narrative as well, right?
Yes.
In each of these chapters, there's actually a story that really, it hits home.
Yes.
So there's both this. That's also something that feels as like such a good fit to Paradox games, right? There's all the depth and complexity and all the systems and all that behind the scenes, and then like bam, you have a story, you have a narrative that you actually care about.
And what's a bit different is the learning curve. I mean, I think that they've done a good job at actually telling you, giving you instant feedback on how to sort of learn the basics of the game. So I'm just gonna show you the this tab that tells me like what I'm supposed to do. And the more you progress, the more stuff you need to do, the more useful this sort of information is for you as a player. So I need to build 2 doors.
Yep.
And I press the orange button and it rotates for me. My precision is not as good as I wish it was, but
there you have the whole. I see that you are a PC player, right? So the initial is you want to tap where you use it like a mouse click, right?
Yes.
It should end up exactly where you tap. What are those 2 workers doing?
They're stuck, or they're about to be executed
they're
once it's
hugging,
done.
snuggling. Okay.
That's some man-on-man love right there.
It's glorious. All right, we'll see. I'm sure it'll get all better as soon as
And
the...
notice as you zoom in, you'll hear the noises of them constructing it.
Yeah, that's quite nice actually, because if you zoom out, you only hear like the wind.
Yeah.
Right. But if you zoom in, you get a lot of detail on the. All right, now he ran away. Okay. No, but as you zoom in, you get a lot more detail on the sound, on what is actually happening, and it gives quite a bit of vibe. If you end up in a situation with, I don't know, riots is a good thing.
Yeah.
Tends to happen. Right. So right now you're doing designating rooms.
Yes, there's a couple of them, but we're only doing the execution on the cell for now.
Yep. Cool. So that's one of the core things in the Prison Architect game. You plop down a foundation, you put up some walls and doors, then you define this is now an X type of room. Oh, to make it actually work, it has requirements. To make it a cell, it needs, oh right, to the execution room, it needs an electric chair. Okay, good
I'm
enough,
just
right?
trying to catch up the chat.
UI looks nice on touch devices. Oh yes, it does. We're so happy with how the UI looks and feels, and also I got to give a big thumbs up to Tag, because the order of things. Now you're playing it sitting down and tapping on it like this, right?
Yes.
If you hold it in your hands, like you would with a tablet if you're lying down or something, everything is like quite easily accessible with your thumbs. And the order of the things you see to the right there, the list of objects, it's actually like sorted in a way so that you never have to, or never, but most commonly you don't have to stretch or move your hand to get access to the thing that you want to get. We did a bit of clever data analysis on what people on the PC game used, which buttons they used the most and the least. And we tried to place them as conveniently as possible to the thumbs.
Yes.
Yeah, and as you say there, as the gameplay looks the same, gameplay is identical. Right? It's exactly the same game. All right. Cool.
So this is gonna be the first like chat interaction. We're gonna try and decide what kind of floor we should have in the execution room. Like, should they die with style? Should it be a bit Spartan, or should it be like it is? I'll bring up the options.
Right. Oh, wait. Zoom back to the dude down there.
But now we're jumping ahead.
No. Can't you?
But if I
Oh,
press
yeah,
this,
yeah,
yeah, then we're not able
the
to.
stuff is happening.
Then
Okay,
we're
okay,
gonna
okay.
kill him.
All right, cool.
Let's not kill him yet.
No.
Let him suffer.
Not quite kill him.
Metal.
Yes. There's more. There's some more. It's a management game. You know,
Yes.
An electric chair needs stuff to work.
This is gonna be cold ass.
So what are you doing now? You're actually placing what?
Metal. in the-
Metal?
Yeah, in the execution room.
Metal.
What should we have in the prison room? Sand? All right.
Fancy tiles. What? No.
No, it's
No,
not
you
possible.
can't. You can't have sand
yeah.
indoors.
Makes sense.
So marble tiles, ceramic floor, wooden floor.
It says paving stone.
Yeah, but that's supposed
Yeah.
you could like let him walk to his death cell on paving stone rather than through dirt.
Yeah.
But that's all up to you. Which sort of prison architect do you wish to be?
I mean, the guy is about to die. He probably deserves it, but it would be sad if it just like sprained his ankle on his way to the execution room, and they need to bring him to the doctor.
Yeah.
So let's put that one down.
Yeah. And there you also see, I mean, there's a day-night cycle here. So right now it's evening, and you see some lights around the external walls there, right? It's in the middle of the screen there.
Yes.
So you could plop down some lights as well if you want. Oh, you see the workers with little flashlights. That's cute.
We should put in a window as well for the poor guy,
Should
so
we?
he can watch what
The
is
wall.
about to.
He can watch the wall. That's nice. I like that.
You want me to remove it?
No, it's fine. He needs a toilet as well, right?
He has a toilet. It's just I placed it so he doesn't
Oh,
face his bed when he's taking a poop.
That's nice. I usually turn it so it's into the wall. Because I'm that kind of guy. Sorry.
You can also put on a bookshelf because it's good to get educated. When
Yeah,
you go to heaven.
he's gonna have good use of that.
And I
Good-
just noticed because if we zoom in, you see that all right, this makes sense. We can place it as a normal bookshelf, or we can turn it around
Mhm.
and put
Yeah.
it like this,
Yeah, nice.
so we
There
can
he is.
see it from his
He
toilet.
he can sit on his toilet and watch the bookshelf.
Yes.
It's very nice
We're adding a light as well because
because
If it's
lights.
gonna
That's
read.
good. Yeah, nice. Metal floor.
yes.
Jesus.
If it would have been like a bloody execution, that would have been quite easy to clean.
Mm-hmm.
So all right, let's
Mm.
just move on, not being silly anymore.
Yeah,
So
right.
this is the next step.
Yeah. So here's where it goes into a little sort of, I won't say cinematic mode, but slightly cinematic, right?
It's a nice break.
Yeah. Don't shed a tear for this guy. Stone cold killer, guilty as charged. Right? And this is one of the things that I love about the game, really. You see the difference in art style here between the sort of very, very stylized, almost cartoony look and feel of the prison style. And then you end up with this quite gritty look on these Polaroids. And it really, at least for me, it really, adds a lot of extra depth.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Why is he in jail? This is why the game is rated 17 plus. It is.
It is?
It is 17 plus. Yeah. No, but I mean, hey, the first thing you do in the game is that you build an execution chamber. It's not going to be in the apps for babies.
Why
No.
not?
No. Yeah.
That's good.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how many viewers we have.
Lots and lots and lots. Dead.
Oh, this is. I mean,
I know.
this is not for the faint-hearted.
No, but I mean that's the whole beauty of these narrative, the chapters.
Yeah.
They really. Holy cow! All these little management Excel sheet things they actually boil down to, you know, it's people. It's prisoners in there for a reason. Each of them have their own individual story, a reason why they ended up in jail. And you can have a look at, oh, this is the utilities view, right?
Yes, it's time to draw some electricity.
Yes. Obviously, electric chair needs electricity.
It could be powered by 10,000 hamsters in a wheel, but then you need to have a
Then
room
you
for
would
doses.
probably, if you had 10,000 hamsters in a wheel and you wanted to execute someone, I wouldn't use, you know, the wheel and create electricity. I'll just pour, I don't know, butter, wax, honey on top of someone and throw them into the hamsters.
Ooh, that's
Just
wow! Yeah, a twisted mind.
yes.
This is the
true.
perfect game for you.
You have no idea how much pleasure I take in tormenting prisoners. Now, I'm a good guy. I tend to play like paladins in RPGs and things.
Oh, now he's trying to.
No, I am. I play the paladin. I have like the blue clothes, so I can be the blue paladin. And I'm a nice guy. I help everybody.
He really is a nice guy. I can vouch for that.
Mm.
So now we're placing
So
it
he
down.
says.
And this is where you can go a bit crazy. If you've played City Skylines, you know that you can just draw everything in the way you want, or you can be this anal person drawing it as it's intended to be.
Oh yes, right. So, oh nice. Yeah, of course. I mean, everything needs to be connected, and everything needs to be, you know, for the lights to shine, they need electricity. For the showers to work, they need water. For the
Is this good enough for the whole, or do I actually need it to draw it? No, I need to connect
no,
it.
you need to connect it fully because
Yes,
it
there we go.
draws a lot of power.
Yeah.
And that'll take a while, so you'll want to speed up. There's a lot of electric wiring to build.
Yes, and as you can see, we changed the overlay of stuff being underground is not visible anymore, but you can still see the progress being made on
Yeah.
these small.
Yeah, boom! There we have lights in the execution chamber.
And this micromanaging is no shit, Sherlock.
Use the electrical cables to connect the execution facility to the power grid. Didn't you just do that?
I did.
Ah, yeah. It's a special type of electrical items. All right, dedicated power line. Yeah.
Oh no, so I. Alright, yeah, I
All
need
right,
to.
well,
Jesus Christ.
why? What did you do?
I
You broke it.
no, I.
No, you
Jumped ahead.
you completed two things at the same time, right?
Yeah. Alright, so why is this guy doing this? I don't know.
He's the CEO.
He
Right.
can do whatever he wants.
So now he's going to turn on just to test the electric chair. I was like, okay, did not work. Nice. So one thing that is a bit different from the PC game, I just noticed the chat, is that this game is free to download and try out on tablets. So we had quite a bit of discussions on this if we wanted to do it as the PC version is, that you purchase it before you can play it, but we wanted to try, or we wanted to use what is the paradigm on mobile, that you are able to try it before you buy it. So you have a subset of the entire experience. You have the first chapter, and you have the a limited sandbox mode. I think it's up to 7 days and up to 40 prisoners and things like that you can try out for free. And then you can purchase if you want just the sandbox, or if you want just the chapters, or if you want to have the full game, right? So there's options to purchase what you actually want. I mean, if you own it on PC, and maybe like I did, I'm not that. I know how to play the game, and I know the stories in the chapters. So then I'm mostly interested in the architect mode, where I can freestyle build, right, etc. So there's a bit of options,
So they're putting in the capacitors now.
because you need capacitors for the electric
Yes,
chair.
about to burn someone.
Yeah.
We're gonna fry him.
You are evil. This could be good fun. Yeah, exactly what I was doing there.
White tiles.
Yeah, but that's an optional,
Meh.
right?
Outdoor lighting.
Nah, doesn't need any
Switch
light.
on. Are we guys ready to test this out?
Do it.
Yeah, we are.
Do it. There he goes, Mr. CEO. We're finished with this job. Yeah. They do that so well. I mean, obviously, it's a little game. It's just a game, right? You shouldn't really be affected. You just, it's not like you're killing him.
Well, not death by hamster. It's more like David wanted the hamsters to eat the guy alive. I just wanted them to power the electric chair.
Yeah. No, but still, it's this interesting. It does raise lots of interesting. I won't say philosophical, but moral questions. Yeah. It really does. Even if in this simple, and even if the simple form of should I give should I add a window or not? And as a gamer, your instinct is, so what's the price of the window? Because I might be able to use this for something cooler. I don't know, like a sniper.
But this is, I mean, they've done the settings really good in this game. It's for me, it's quite touchy. I normally try and avoid these kind of scenarios in my life and in games in general. But this is quite deep.
Yeah, but it hits that specific moral thing where you conflict with your instinct as a gamer with your personal morals. Like personally, I'm strongly opposed to a death sentence. Right?
Yeah.
That's my personal opinion. And then I play a game where I'm just doing that. I'm building an execution chamber. Why? Yeah, because this guy's a double murderer. Should he be executed? Should he not? Should he?
Yeah, that's a good question. He found his wife cheating on him. And in a moment of rage, he just...
And then he regrets himself, right?
Yes.
He has strong regret. He has,
And seeking redemption from the prison priest.
No, it's not in the prison yet. So this is
right.
outside. This is he's going for help, and the priest in his local church is telling him to,
confess.
Yeah. God will forgive you. There we go. You must answer for your crimes in the eyes of the law. Yeah. And also, as you mentioned, or as you notice, how they use music.
Yes.
There is no base music in the base game, right? When you're just about building things, there's no music there. It's just the noises of construction and things. And then when you go into these narrative moments and you have, it's not advanced cinematics. It's Polaroids and slow camera movements and well-written texts and a bit of music, and it hits home.
It's very effectful. It's
a
good way of in a like a sort of a minimalistic way of getting people to feel emotions.
Indeed. Yeah. This is
time to
metal
die.
floor. This is sad.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know. Am I supposed to?
I don't know. Tap the Polaroid. See what happens.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go. Oh dear.
I actually skipped this part.
Yeah. You have been found guilty of 2 counts of murder in the 1st degree. But there's something, about that collision of art style between the stylized god up to the top right, and then the hooded god drawing of the god below. It's
This is giving me the chills.
It is.
Yeah. I don't like this. This is too real. Which is a good.
You built it, He's walking on the metal floor. He walked.
He did.
On the metal floor that you built for him to walk on. The last thing he will remember is the chill on his feet that you gave him. Or the chat gave him.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. That was what I'm going to say.
Saved by crowdsourcing.
Saved by Twitch.
Yeah.
How much will be the payment? Is a question from the chat.
So the game is free to play, right? You can go out, if you have a tablet that meets the system requirements, go out and download it and try it out. It's that easy.
Oh, I think that Graham actually
Yeah,
responded
excellent.
to it. It's good to have you in the chat, Graham, backing us up. We appreciate it. Oh, wow, what's going on here?
All right. So there's a crisis brewing at one of the other prison facilities, right? Of course, this is the other stuff that can happen in a prison.
This is the mayhem.
Someone started a fire in the kitchen. Right. So yeah, so there's the second part of that's the next chapter where you need to deal with like stuff like this happening, learning what to do. So look at the far right there. There's all the workers and the guards and everything, right?
Yes.
They can't go in and do anything because shit's on fire.
Exactly.
Right? And look, see if you can find some prisoners. Check out what they're doing.
They're in their cells.
Yeah, they're locked down in their cells, and they're really, really stressed out, right? Henry Held. Click the show rap sheet. Just see what every of the prisoners here, they have a little story about them and a reason for them to be in that one. Right? So what is he in for? He's sentenced to 132 years for multiple crimes, torture, kidnapping, violent disorder. Okay. Maximum security.
Did he do all those things like
At the same
at
time,
once, or did he torture one and then kidnap someone? Or
he's been in jail 14 years. Maximum security.
He knows how it works in prison.
Yeah.
He never drops the soap.
Oh dear. Okay. That's not going to go well. Right?
All right, so there's a riot going on.
No, well, I
No?
don't know, but I guess they're getting hungry, but they can't
Oh, that's
eat
right.
because they're, that's the kitchen on fire.
So this is the option where you could put out the fire or just walk away from your tablet and like
Leave it and see what happens.
yeah.
Yeah, right.
But no, we're gonna progress with
yeah,
this.
pull in some fire engines.
Yes.
Take two of them. You'll need both of them.
I do.
Yeah.
All right.
I think take the other one as well. Cool. Yeah, so there you hear them, the little firemen, right?
And this took me a while to figure out, but it actually makes sense. So
You tap on the icon of the fireman,
yes, and you could do it.
not the work.
No,
You can tap on the big blue square that says 4.
exactly. There we go.
There we go. It multi-selects all of them, right?
And then I press where
Yeah, you
to,
just
to
tap.
move them.
Yeah.
You're gonna see that they're gonna bring their hoses with them, which are connected to the cars.
Yeah. Fireman. And the worker is unlocking the door for them so they can actually, get in where they're supposed to.
Yes. And this is the A team going left and the B team going right,
Yes.
putting out the fires.
Yeah. And there we go. And then they start working, right?
Yes.
And are they right? What are they doing in the yard? If you scroll up a bit north, a bit up. Okay, they're all happy about in the yard. Super happy. Oh, there's a Polaroid.
Who plays the phones on?
I don't know. Double click on that Polaroid. That's sort of a collectible that you can get, right? So you found 27 of 177. There's quite a few of those hidden around in different places. Some of them are really hard to get. Some are random during midnight, during blah, 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 et cetera, et
One
cetera.
day without incident. This guy is not gonna be the prisoner of the month.
He's in minimum security though, right?
Yeah, but still, like
Yeah.
1 day without incidents.
Cool. So this story takes quite a long time, but it teaches you about things like emergencies, like firemen and burn victims, and how to do all sorts of crazy things.
Yes.
We could have a look at some of the other stuff as well.
You want me to?
Go there and go for the new game, right? So we walked through the Death Row, Chapter 1. We just began Chapter 2, Palermo. But as you see further down, we have the Architect mode with Build Your Own Prison, and we have pre-made prisons, which are kind of cool. So let's check those out.
Pre-made prison.
So the purpose of them is that sometimes you want a bit of challenge and complexity that you did not create yourself. I mean, just load up Alcatraz there. That's a good fun one.
There we go.
Here we go.
Can people upload their own pre-made prisons to others, or
On the PC version, you
All right.
can, but not on the mobile version because it's
Apple.
mobile has certain limitations that you really
Yes.
can't get around. Hey, Alcatraz. Looks like they're having a great time there in the showers.
there is a lot of people?
So this is a complex prison, right? And it's a quite high security prison. And you'll see that there's zoom in a bit more. I think I spot some blood there, right?
Oh,
Yeah. So there's a couple of unconscious guys. They've taken away Ivan. You see those gray things with lights on top of them? They're metal detectors, right? So everybody needs to pass through them. Everybody's injured, starving, unconscious. So this is a bit of a challenge, right?
Yes.
How do you fix this?
So it looks like there's no one working in the kitchen. We can cheat.
Yeah, so you need to put prisoners to work in the laundry, in the kitchen, and in the cleaning cupboard.
Yes. But I mean, no one is happy until their stomach is full.
Very true, right?
So let's get some cooks.
Optionally, you just add some armed guards. You can do that as well, right? And you can just place him down. Yeah, that's a good slot for an armed guard or two, just to calm things down a bit,
Yeah.
right? All the
Let's
unconscious.
pop these
Okay,
guys down.
yeah, let's pop a couple of them. Should add in a psychologist as well, just to talk to them.
Do we have a room for that guy, or
Oh.
does he just walk around?
Did those guys just die? What are they doing in the middle there? Doesn't.
Is someone?
Okay, they're all injured and really working out, starving.
This is
Nice.
This is how you should manage a prison.
So this is
Or
one
there are a
of the-
couple of cooks, right?
Yeah, so they're making food. I guess they're, they need to. What's he doing there? He's taking a shower in the blood bath.
Yeah.
Nice. Isn't there
Oh
a
my
doc-
God, he has sunglasses on him. He's
Of course.
such a.
Why is he in prison?
He's unconscious.
Can't you? Doesn't have a rap sheet? No.
I don't know. I might have to do that.
Oh, here comes the doctors. There we go.
Attacked staff.
Attacked staff. Yeah, it was, I'm sorry. I need to see his rap sheet. He's sentenced to 10 years for. I'm not quite sure what that means. Is it? It's not Russian. It's right. So many of these prisoners that are actually from the PC game, right? And early on in the PC game development, people who helped with the Kickstarter or the equivalent, they were able to like create their own prisoners, and name them, and put them up for whatever what's the name?
Crime?
Crime. Thank you.
No worries.
Yeah, whatever crime they committed.
So
Would you-
this. Sorry.
No, I'm done.
This guy has a mother that's 59.
59.
Just for you guys to know. It's
Yeah.
not like all alone.
No, but that's also that's one of the things I'd recommend for you when you go download it. It's for free. You have nothing to lose but time, and it's a really good game. I can strongly recommend it. But there's like a visitation room where the family comes to visit, and you can make that a nice place or a horrible place, right? And if you make it a nice place, the visitors will probably smuggle in all sorts of knives and forks
Yeah.
and drugs
So this
and whatever,
is
right?
this is the visitation room.
So there they're sitting. So, yeah, armed guards, injured, blood, nice. What you can do then is also, this is Alcatraz, so there's going to be a lot of, this is a bad prison, right?
Yeah.
So you can, there's a couple of interesting features, such as you can lock down the prison, you can do a shakedown and just search everything for the, search everybody in every cell for contraband. The prisoners, they can dig themselves out via tunnels, right? You can do...
I don't know what I did. I just opened the tech tree.
Of course. So this is this is the tech tree, so to speak, the bureaucracy as we call it, that you need to have a security officer before you can then have like intelligence or put up surveillance cameras or have like guards, patrols. And then if you want armed guards, you need an armory, and you need, as you see, you can roll out tasers. And I think if you have the guard towers, you can also hire, you can set the guards to basically fire at will at the
Guard
prisoners.
towers and snipers.
Snipers, yeah, right. Highly trained marksmen, keeping an eye on the outdoor areas of your prison.
So now is this real time? That says 17 hours. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it matches the day, the cycle of the game,
Oh,
right?
I thought this was the hook. Like you need to wait 17
No,
hours.
no, we don't do that.
That would have been fun though.
No,
No, I'm just kidding.
no. None of the stuff here, or none of the mobile stuff that Paradox is ever going to do, will have that sort of frustration, wait for things, mechanisms. It's just annoying.
I just bought some more sea for us to. Oh wow!
Hey, yeah, you expanded some land. You bought land. Doesn't it say you bought land?
It did. I did.
Buy land.
I thought I was gonna buy some more ocean.
Yeah. Right. So there's lots of interesting stuff there to explore with the, there's the chapters that have like stories and a bit of narrative, and they also introduce you gradually to new settings, themes, and features. And then there's these pre-made prisons that put you in basically different situations, and then you'll try to resolve them. And there's a massive complexity under the hood. It looks like there's not that much, it's manageable. But once you start digging into the menus there on the left side, it's like, oh my God, there's lots of things you can do. And I mean, we just added something called confidential informants. So if you put a prisoner in solitary confinement and he is under what the game calls distress, right? He's hungry or injured or whatever, he can then be recruited as a confidential informant, which will then tell you and your guards, etc., about contraband and what's happening in the prison. So he's basically a snitch, spying on the other ones, right?
Yeah.
So the simulation is really that deep, right? You can, like, this prisoner under these specific circumstances then unlocks this whole feature set.
You know
And the game is chock full of them.
You know what snitches get?
Snitch kids.
Snitches. If you snitch.
Yeah.
Or a snitcher.
Isn't it someone
You know what you get?
who-
Stitches. Snitches gets stitches.
Funny guy. Check out. Come on. Check out the menus just to the left, just to show you what the. Take the middle one, right?
Yeah.
So here you have staff. Just pop up any of them. So here's all the different sort of staff you can have. What you need, how many guards, what they're doing. Here's all the prisoners, right?
Yeah.
Big bunch of them. Intake. That's like, when do you want the next batch of prisoners coming in? Because you get money when you accept them, right? So you will always build a bit too small and just cram lots and lots and lots of prisoner in there until they riot. Then you build some more, or you add snipers.
Yes, and you kind of sort of try to understand how you make money in this game, but as you can see, the payment for each prisoner is paid out in a different sort of like wage for taking care of them. As you can see, death row needs to be researched. So if we want to make more money, we need to make sure that we use the right tree to...
Definitely. Needs, this is like the needs of the prison, right?
Yes.
So they really want alcohol, but they're not really in there. Recreation, they're extremely bored. Perhaps you should build some sort of gym for them to work out, or you just add armed guards.
Yeah.
Regimes is like what you define when they have showers, free time, when they're supposed to eat and sleep, and when they can be out in the yard, etc. Right? And the more strict you put it, the higher tension it'll be. All sorts of different policies you can run, There's so much stuff in this game, you wouldn't believe it, right?
You could be a total asshole to your
Yeah.
prisoners if you want to.
Or you can I'll just show. There's another pre-made prison.
Or you could be the paladin.
Paladin. I'll show you. Here's like Sköld. It's the Norwegian minimum security prison.
Ooh.
I think there was a quite famous TV show where they took an American. Well, it basically was a warden for a high security American prison,
Yeah.
and put him in the Norwegian Sköld prison, which is a minimum security prison, right? Which is recreated here. So this is how the cells look. I mean, they look nice.
Yeah.
Beds, chairs, a desk with the computers and stuff. You know, you have your own toilet, your own shower.
I don't want to interrupt, but I think we're coming to an end because I know that you have some stuff.
Oh, I have places to be in a few minutes. I'm
Yes.
actually we're gonna have a bit of a celebration with the successful release of this magnificent game
Yes.
on our monthly news. So I'll probably need to go and
Do some preparations on the presentation you're holding.
I'll need to write it. Right? Yeah.
We'll
It'll be
just
fine.
show them the stream.
I'll just show everybody the stream. I hope you like what you've seen. I strongly recommend you to just grab a tablet if you have one and download it. Prison Architect Mobile, available on Android and iOS. It's a chunky game, right? So if you have a low-end Android device or a very old iPad, you'll probably have technical difficulties, right? The PC game, which is the exact same thing that runs on the tablet, the PC game requires 4 gigabytes of RAM. And I don't know what this iPad has. 1?
Don't ask
yeah,
me.
don't ask. I don't really, it's a bit of magic that we made it run so well.
Yes.
So we're quite proud of that. But, go out, download it, and have a great time, and send us pictures of your prisons.
Yes.
Okay.
So
I have nothing further.
we're supposed to say goodbye.
We're supposed to say goodbye, really,
Yes.
and thanks, perhaps.
thanks.
All right. So, from both of us to all of you, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a pleasure sitting here chatting, and a pleasure being with you, Philip, as
Thank
always.
you.
Yes. And we bid you goodbye.